Hey guys, Supersonic123 aka John here. Welcome to episode 2 of the Everton Career Mode. In this game, in this
Welcome again
episode I
to
should
the
say, we
European
take on Real
International
Sociedad in
Cup,
the European
this
International Cup.
pre-season tournament.
Same
We are
stadium,
at the
still
second
Signal Iduna
match
Park.
stage for you.
Well, obviously the players aren't fully match fit.
We lost in our first group game against Genoa in the last episode, if you didn't see that. We really should have won that game, I feel. I mean, Genoa really shouldn't have been the team that could beat us. But Real Sociedad are a team that we could potentially beat. And if we really want to prove ourselves in the top 4, we want to make a good show.
Here's his chance, it's his start today.
Yeah, a goal here would certainly help his cause, it would relax him.
So a couple of player debuts, as Martin Tyler and Smith are saying. Honafas making debut for Real Sociedad is the one they're talking about there, but I included that bit just because of Aaron Lennon, our player. So Real Sociedad get their first chance of the game after a couple of minutes. Honafas sprinted down the wheel for the winger. He crosses it in for Bruma, and Bruma forces a fantastic save from Tim Howard. And Tim Howard, he had a double take there. Included 2 clips, very sorry for that. Bruma was the corner in, and ineffective wide kick from Real Sociedad. So Tim Howard gives it out to James Coleman. Coleman turns his man. Coleman spreads it out wide for Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon turns inside, gives it to Ross Barkley, who turns again. Ross Barkley with a fantastic finish inside for the goal, and it is Real Sociedad 0, Everton 1, Ross Barkley. It's a fantastic finish from the young Liverpudlian. I should say Evertonian, shouldn't I? But either way, Merseysider, is what I really meant to say, Scouse, if you will. Brilliant finish from the young man, and it's Real Sociedad 0, Everton 1. Ball from Aaron Lennon. He turns inside a few of the Real Sociedad defenders.
Replaying over and over again.
Think of it, it was right in the middle of the goal, but it was still a fantastic finish from Ross Barkley, and that goal gives us the lead. So very happy with that goal from Ross Barkley. However, after that, there wasn't really anything left in the first half. As you see there, it was quite a tight game. I think we deserve to be in front because I think we created a better chances. But to the second half, Aaron Lennon goes through, cuts inside, gives it to Gareth Barry from the short corner, and Gareth Barry hits it harmlessly over the crossbar, and it stays at 1-0. And that's why Barry's a midfielder, not a striker, I suppose. But the keeper hits it straight down the field. Barkley picks it up, gives it out to Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon was all over the place in this game, by the way, in a good way, that is. Cuts inside the defender, turns it back in again, left foot shot, I should say, sorry. And it's a good save from the keeper to keep it at 1-0. And 1-0 is way over here as well. Real Sociedad 0, Everton 1. We got the 3 points that we need to keep our hopes of qualifying for the semi-finals of the European Champions Cup alive. And I think it was a deserved win in the end. So we put in an offer here for Juan Bernat of Bayern. We got our scout reports back on our scouted players. Juan Bernat is the one I decided to offer for initially. We offered Oviedo in the deal because he's going to be a backup to us, and we also offer 7 million on top of that to match Bernat's value, and we'll see what Bayern Munich say to that. And also Michy Batshuayi of Marseille. There's a bit of speculation over certain viewers as to who the striker I would go for would be, and it's not Timmy Vardy. It's not Iheanacho. It's Michy Batshuayi of Marseille we'll go for initially. In terms of players, I was just thinking of players we could offer to the deal. We offered Steven Pienaar plus £7 million, yes, and we'll see what Marseille have to say about that for their young Belgian striker. So the second game of today's episode is against Lazio, second and final game, because to finish off the group stage of the tournament.
Well, the players getting fitter
again,
game by game. It's the third round of matches
in
this European International
Germany,
Cup.
Right?
Antonio Candreva.
So this is important because this is important if we want to qualify for the semi-finals. So Lazio launches down the field. It gets headed down, and Tim Howard makes a good save from Lazio attacker. I'm not sure who it is, and that keeps it at 0-0. So then later on after that,
in this part of the
Candreva picks up the ball for Lazio.
This is great teamwork.
Gives it inside, gets it back. Gives it back again, the cross is put in, header, goal. It wasn't what we wanted, was it? To go 1-0 behind to Lazio in a really must-win game if we want that precious moolah. But we aren't going to get it if the score stays like this. Fantastic header from the Lazio man, and that makes it 1-0. Lazio go down the pitch again. They suicidal defending really, gets it straight to Romelu Lukaku, and as he pulls the trigger, the keeper makes a fantastic stop to keep his side in front. Again, Lukaku goes forward. The player kicks it into Lazio's goal, but it was a foul. Ross Barkley lining up from 26 yards out. What will Ross Barkley do? He hits the crossbar. How unlucky can you get? And Lazio clear it away. Goal kick here. Keeper gives it straight to Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku goes around. Surely he must score. No. Fantastic defending to stop him from pulling the trigger. So now Lazio with Dusan Basta here to Felipe Anderson. And they just about hit it over the Marco Parolo. And at halftime it was still 1-0. I think we were well in the game at that point. We had a couple of good chances, like the Lukaku one and the Barkley's hit the crossbar. But Lazio with the first chance in the second half. Candreva, Parolo, Basta passing around very well here. Lazio trying to play keep ball. And they hit it and it goes ineffectively wide of the post.
Given possession away here.
But they're still knocking on the door at this stage. But so are we. Barkley picks up the ball, gives it to Barry. Barry into McCarthy. McCarthy looking for De La Feu. De La Feu with the shot. He hits the post. And Barkley rebounded, gets deflected. So now Lazio getting forward. Lazio going inside all our defenders. Miroslav Klose hits the post. And then gets cleared away by James McCarthy. And then, as you see here, Lazio were able to hold on. It finished Everton 0, Lazio 1. And that is our campaign in the European International Cup over. So the next game we play in the next episode will be the first Premier League game of the season. So get hyped for that if you will. Or don't, I don't own you. But in terms of the match facts, I think we've deserved at least a point out of that game. We had various good chances. So some playing trading here. I'm focusing on these three players for the month of July. When it turns out to the in-game calendar month of November, I will change the players that are in it. So the transfer offer comes in for Steven Pienaar, but obviously we offered him as part of the Batch UI deal. So we stole on that one. Marseille come back to us and reject our offer. So we, as Dubai, they reject their offer for Bernat as well. But we try and make a new offer for Michy Batshuayi here by increasing the fee to 8.5 million. They said they were interested in Pienaar, but they said they want more money plus him. As for the Bernat offer, they weren't interested in Oviedo at all. So we scratch having Oviedo in the deal, and instead up the cash monies to £8 million. And that's all about pretty much all the rest of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time